Hey everybody, just want to do this video here. I don't know if the light's going to be horrible again, but I am cooking. I'm doing my dishes now, but I am cooking off of my 100% solar system here. Of course, not very good at cooking, but just want to do a quick video on that. Yeah, it's I guess 700 watts of solar on top. 500 amp hours of batteries in the bottom. I did have a bit of an issue with running my refrigerator once it starts drawing. I think the refrigerator is happy with 14 volts, but I wish I could shut this one thing down. Maybe if I get rid of that and that. Is that better? Oh, that's not bad, I guess. We could do some lights back here maybe. Does that help out? And, well, you don't really need to see me. Yeah, I'm cooking up a bunch of potatoes that are going bad, so I'm gonna just make some mashed potatoes out of it. Then I can store that in the refrigerator. But I ran my crock pot 100% on solar last night. Yes, it takes a while. I don't know anything about cooking. All I know is when the potatoes are soft, they're done. So I think I ran that for probably 4 or 5 hours last night on medium and high. I kept switching back and forth. Maybe not 4 hours. No, I don't think it was 4 hours. I'll just have to do a better number on that. Then I reheated them. I let them just cool off overnight. Somebody's maybe grossed out at that, but I don't really care. I'm not worried about food that way. We're all walking germs anyways, you know what I mean? It's just funny how germs don't like germs. Come on. I got myself a little bit more organized. I have to do a bit of my bed's a mess. I'm just gonna leave it that way. I'm not gonna show something that's not real. But I got all my where is it? Got all my lights, these touch lights. See, you just touch them, they turn on and off. I got an outlet here. This outlet right here that's not working used to be up in here for the air conditioner. I got another light on that side. I got the most important thing in the world right here. So I have that. I got another spot up there too. I got that hanging in the middle window. But I got a house which funny, it was a house AC. Fix that. Oh, I don't know how much room as I thought. I had a house AC up there. That's what they put in. It was an 8,000 BTU. I put in this. This is mine from when I was living in a house. It was stored at my brother's, so it's kind of dirty. This is more of a test item to make sure it's going to work on the inverter. But I got my whole system in here. I got this pan in here just because I'm doing dishes right now because I got to cook some more. But if I'll just move my crock pot out of the way. So the inverter, I got a 3-way on it. This wire right now is it's just temporary. When I travel, I'll pull this all apart, but that just goes around to there. I got my TV set up on a chair, on a reverse chair. That works out the best. I just installed these things. I got them on Amazon. Another light there, another touch light there. I got my inverter cooktop. I haven't tried it yet. Today I'm going to test drive that. I got to pull up into the sun. I'm only getting about 100 amp hours in right now. Sorry, 100 watts of solar right now. Maybe 150, 200. Funny is how in the shade it's even getting about 200. But I mounted another one in here. Had to rewire some stuff, so I got this touch tone light now. They had an old fluorescent, but these things are only 3 watts. They only take 3 watts of power each, you know. Then I got my fridge right here. Sorry, this is a disaster that's coming together. I finally got the inside more or less the way I like it. And I'm at my sister and brother-in-law's house. I don't know if you can see that. So this is my view. That's the log cabin up there. I mean, it's a log cabin. I'll leave it at that. They got their sugar shack. That in the picture. They have that little building back there. Is their sugar shack. They were doing maple syrup a few years back, and that's my trailer I have currently for sale. That cargo trailer RV. That's what I was living in since Oklahoma. and since my wife died. So I've been in that thing. I've been living like this for a year. It'll be a year. Well, no, it's been longer than that because I had come up here with that. Yeah, so it's been a year now. I've been living in that. So July will be a year and a month or so, because I had come up here. My mother was passing away, and she did pass away almost a month ago now. But we're on our year anniversaries of everything. Late wife, it'll be a year on her, July 2nd. You know, but I hung up. These are my pajamas. That I used at my ex-wife's house when I was sleeping on the couch because me and the girls brought me for paintball for Father's Day, so we went and shot each other, and I got some welts on me. Let me tell you, wow, those paintballs hurt. I got third nipple. I'll put it to you that way. It's like 1.5 inches over from my right nipple, and I tell you what, I don't want to get shot by a gun. I don't know. I think the pain would be easier if you get shot by a gun. You'd die quicker, but you'd be like so in shock that it'd be all right. But anyways, I hung up all my clothes. I got my suit for any kind of funerals. Got right here, but I got all my old work shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, flannels, that kind of thing. Anything I'm gonna wear, I have hung up. I got these 2 bags like this. They're like camping style bags. I got one for my 2 daughters. They never use them, but I'm going to store the non-seasonable stuff in there so I can just kind of move it around. I could always stick them in the corners because I kind of sleep. My head's over here. My feet are over here. I fit across, but I just find myself sleeping like that. I don't know. I got all my little tools back there. So it's just a twin mattress. Then I sleep on top of some tools. These doors are all full. These are all blankets and whatnot in case it gets cold in the winter. But that's if you see the flannel look back there, that's it's rated for 30 or minus 30. We got these back in the day. They were like, I mean, we were in like sub-zero weather, and they kept us warm. My head was closed. I put a hat on, and I was fine other than that. But yeah, so pretty excited that worked out last night. I've been very, very leery about running this system to its full capacity. But what I'm finding is that I think the inverter and the air conditioner is going to work better when the panels are in full sun. Right now, like I said, they're in the shade. They're getting about maybe 200 watts of power coming into them. But my sister's leaving, so once she leaves, I'm going to pull up in the sun. The nephew's leaving too for work, so I'll have the yard to myself this afternoon. My brother's here, but I can view some stuff. But yeah, it's working out good. I got my table set up. So if you look over here, you know, I got a table. Yeah, it's my workstation and all that, but I mean, those are the potatoes I got to cook up before they go bad. My 2 batteries right here underneath the seat. Actually, I could probably give you a quick peek of how they're hanging out here, just sitting here looking cool. Right there, my 2 batteries. Can't barely see them, but they're some big boys. I just gotta Velcro that down. But yeah, that's it. That's the update for now. I'm gonna do another video. Well, I'm gonna show you this now because I'm not gonna come back in there and show the video. If you see this this pin, you can't really see because of that light. All right, that's better. This board I had added on because I'll show you outside how I mounted the solar panels up. I had to penetrate the fiberglass. I did not feel comfortable of just using that in turn-on tape, which is amazing stuff. I got it on the front one, but just out of my paranoia, I'm truck driver for 22 years. I've seen stuff fly off vehicles that was never supposed to fly off, and it flies off. So I put another block here. Yeah, they're different. They're kind of redneck, but I mean, this one I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna eventually, I'll just either cut it short or I'll find a cap for it. I'll put another board over it, but I'm trying to wait to see if I want to add maybe some coat hangers or something on it. I'm not sure yet, so I'm gonna leave it alone. This one here, the plan is to leave the bolt on it because I can do the same thing, either coat hanger, or what if I end up putting like a wood stove for the winter time here? You know, I can put it above here. It's getting higher every time I do this, but I'd have to put it up here, you know, and then I can pipe out this way, and this can hold the pipe on, maybe, I'm thinking, I don't know. So I'm just leaving it for now until I know more. So I got one. Those two are the only two you're gonna see. Had I thought about it, but I still would have done them out here. I could have hit them another foot, and I would have been inside the cabinets. So I got another one. I had to take the cabinets completely. All this came out completely. Everything came out again, and I bolted through it. So one here, and then one more in the back corner. I'll show you outside after on the next video, but I'm gonna cut this video short to this inside subject. So it's still kind of ratty-tatty looking, but it's, believe it or not, it's really coming along where I like it. Like, I got all the carpet out of the front, you know, so I'm gonna do some sanding, and I'm just gonna either I'm gonna paint with what I have for paint for now, or I might do the that guy that cuts the boat in half. I can never think of the damn name of the stuff. Flex seal. I might flex seal that whole front floor, because to me, flex seal or lizard skin, or the other one that's the other non-ceramic one, to me they're all the same kind of thing. I have the in the trailer, I have the shower area all done with flex seal, and the secret to that is, if nobody knows, this will be an off subject, somebody just find it one day by accident. If you're gonna put flex seal on any material, you have got to prime the material first with the right primer for the material. I just used interior house paint that had primer in it already. You know, they mix it now. So I had a gallon. I'm like, you know what? It was during the pandemic, so I'm kind of like, I got to use what I have because I can't get nothing right now. So I did it with that, and it worked out great. I got to plug my phone in real quick here. In my battery, to charge my battery from my battery that gets charged by the sun from the solar panels. Kind of funny. But I am definitely interested in getting a van that's an all-electric van. These guys are doing these endurance things with these electric vans, but I'm like, my idea with it is, I don't want to move to 100 miles a day. I don't want to move 200 miles a week. I want to move 30, 40, 50 miles to a next destination, and I'm kind of there for a while. You know, I don't want to carry gas. I don't want to carry diesel. I'll get a diesel heater kind of thing for an emergency situation. But that would be all I would want to do. I would want to have that backup for emergencies. But the way fuel prices are right now, I want to until they start taxing the sun, and they will find a way. Trust me, they will find a way. They always do. The fiat system loves taxing everything. You're free within any system, communist or this system that we have. I don't know what they call it, a representative republic. You're free within the system, but you are a subject of the system. Okay, so don't just get the freedom out of your head. This is the lie the devil gives us all. Sorry, I'm segueing into religious politics, but the devil loves to let us think that, oh, I'm free, I'm living in a van, I don't have all the expenses, blah 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 blah. But there's added stuff. It takes all day to cook. It takes all day to do stuff differently than if you were hooked up to the grid and you could just come and go, and you like going to make that big money. You want to show this $100,000 a year in your accounts or whatever. I only want to use what comes through me, and I don't want a lot coming through me because I don't want to have a lot. I want to be very light when I leave this planet, you know. And I'm sorry, it may be a little bit of a whack kind of a subject with I'm over reading the Bible, but it's my personal choice. I'm not condemning anybody that wants to go better themselves. Go for it, but just know where you're at. That's the biggest thing, is know where you're at. I mean, I was watching this girl. If she ever looks up my channel, she'll know who she is. But young girl, she's living in her car right now with her daughter, and she wants to do stuff, you know. And I fully encourage that. I mean, they're young, they got the energy right now, and you know, go for it. But just make sure. And she's complaining about the apartment prices, and yeah, apartment prices, house prices. I'm like, my God, I used to cringe when I had to pay $600 in the city, $700 in the city when I was 20 and 30. I'm like, what the heck? I said, I can build a house and have a $700 a month mortgage. We're gonna build a house. I got the piece of land for free from a family member because they couldn't do anything with it. And they didn't have the money to build the house, so we worked out a deal where they just gave me the land for $1. He ended up giving me the land. He worked out on the price of the house, but he ended up screwing himself over anyways. Long story, the family's kind of cleared that one through, but he wanted the experience of building a house. Well, he got the experience, but they didn't get paid for it, which you don't need to be not getting paid to get experience. It's like, you know what? You're working a function, you get paid for that function, good, bad, or indifferent. The starting price is the starting price, and that's it. You know what I mean? When I was doing milk, I started that job at $16 an hour. When I left it 10 years later, I was making almost $23 an hour. Now I think they're making $26 an hour. You know, and it's just a hustle job. You know, I mean, I got a job out west, out in Oklahoma. Or I could have stayed on. I could have stayed on forever, but I don't want a job that I got to stay on. But I was making $20 an hour with overtime. I was doing like 84 hours a week, and that's how I work. You know, I either want to be working or I want to be resting. I don't want to be work 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and then I got a few hours to myself. You're gonna burn those few hours out in no time. My recommendation to everybody is I think the gig work's the cat's rear end. I don't know what that means. People say that. The cat's donkey, the other word for donkey, you know, but I just changed it to the cat's rear end. I focused. I worked for 5 months. It ended up being like 20 or 22 weeks straight. They were doing 5 days a week, but then they went on this 2-2-3 schedule. And the A team and the B team is how they did it, or the A team and the 1 team, because nobody wanted to be. It was like, come on, we're driving these big dump trucks, and you guys are a bunch of babies like this. Sorry if any of you are catching this, like, give me a break. I mean, that was bad. I'll be B team. I don't care. I don't mind being number 2 as long as I'm second behind my Lord and Savior. But we're not number 2 to him. We're right on the side with him, you know. But you get my point. But I forget my old train of thought. I'm just, as usual, I'm ADD pretty bad here on my videos. But I worked. Well, when they went to the 2-2-3 schedule, nobody wanted to work their days off, and the guy didn't add any employees on. So you had eight guys working 5 days a week, right? Then he put 8 guys split over 7 days a week. So you had 4 and 4. And they was always crying he needed more guys coming in. So I said, listen, I'll just work every day. No big deal, you know. So I ended up going from 60 hours to 84 hours a week. I mean, I was making bank. I was pulling down some good, do 40 hours on 20, and then do the other, 44 hours on $30. I mean, I was pulling down some money. And I ended up walking out of there with like $29,000. I paid off my child support. My ex-wife and I were in agreement. The girls are old enough. They both are working. Even though they still live with her, they're paying their own way, a little bit more every week, And my girls were all in support of us letting me off the hook on that. Again, they were well over age. One was 22 and the other one was 19. She's gonna be 20 coming up. So, and I help out. I mean, I still help. I've always helped out on top of the money I was paying. So, I mean, right now my current situation is, it's definitely tough because I needed desperate time off because of the passing of my mother and my wife 33 days later. And then for the devil just to add a zinger, I was coming up here in December and I blew my motor in my F-150. Ended up selling that truck for 10 grand. That's how I got into this van. I bought this van for $6,000, put it at a garage for $2,000. Probably could have figured out most of it for a lot cheaper, but whatever. It's all good. It's running good. It's not running great. It's running good, but it's an older van. I'll get the bugs worked out of it. I'm getting about a 12 miles to the gallon on it, and but my thought was to get an electric van and just move 30-40 miles at a time. Like I said, I go visit my daughters. I'm at my sister's. We're about 45 minutes away. I'll use I'll use a quarter of a tank going there and back with this thing, you know. So it's an hour and a half trip. So I mean, I get I probably get 6 hours per tank, maybe 7 hours per tank if I'm driving it consistently, you know. And that's kind of shitty, you know. So if I can get an electric van eventually, get into that and solarize the shit out of it, you know, the heck out of it. Sorry for the word, but solarize that thing as much as possible. I mean, I can move around, not coast to coast or north to south, coast to coast, but I mean, I can move around in a matter of a month. I can get to where I'm going. I don't plan on being in a rush anymore. You know, like I said, I'm gonna look into the sugar beet harvest. I want to be a driver for them. This year it'll be my first gig that I sign up for that has an end date to it. You know, and then I'm gonna head down to the do that. Then I head down to the desert for the winter and meet up with the Bob Wells caravan groups and just learn how to do this a little bit more. You know, and that's my total plan. You know. But I'm going to cut this short for now. I'll show you the outside, and I'll ramble on some more. I promise you, I'm going to do some more rambling on. But my sister's getting to take off, and I want to give her a hug before she takes off. But realize the system you're in. That's all I got to say about this. Realize the system you're in, and realize the system you're being offered by His mercy. Okay? Just a thought. Okay? Nothing's going to fix on this side. We're breaking more stuff. We're not fixing more stuff. We're breaking more stuff. But we can find some peace and happiness in it, so be it. But God bless you. I'll be back in a bit.